Hello, everybody. I'm Cherish.
And I'm Joy.
And we're Tuzicles Musicals. And we have a little bit of a backlog, but it's okay. Not so much of a backlog. But
just 2 shows.
Yeah. I was going to say but there was a repeat attendant in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So, what happened?
Nothing.
Oh, we saw Proof. This was about a week ago now. 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks, maybe? I think today makes it 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So, we saw Proof starring Ayo Edebiri and Don Cheadle, and of course, our good friend, our good friend, but Carrie Young is also in the cast of Proof. Proof is a revival. I had no idea that Proof was a revival, but here we are.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. It's a well-known play, but I've never heard of it before.
We're not very up to I don't what's the word. We're not very in the know
with plays.
Plays, really. Like, we really aren't.
But we don't have a backlog catalog of like we do musicals for sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, I had no idea. And the original starred what's her face? What's her name? Joy, you know her name. Joy, tell the people her name.
I was gonna say
she has 3 names, right? The Michelle lady? No, something Michelle.
Damn, now I can't remember her name.
Oh, ooh. It's gonna come to us later, or probably when we turn off the camera.
Did we see her? I was gonna say Marissa Tomei, but that's wrong.
No. Laura Michelle.
Not Laura Michelle Gellar.
No. Okay, never mind then. I don't know. Anyway, Proof to me was interesting because obviously the cast is it's a black cast. Primarily, it's a 4-person cast, right? 4, yeah, and 3 of the 4 actors are black, and then there's one of the characters is portrayed by an Asian man, but it's clearly like I could tell it was not written with black people in mind. That's sorry. I mean, it's gonna get it off my chest right now. I could tell that it was not meant. And it's not in the same way that, like, clearly Gypsy was not written with a black person in mind, but somehow Rose's, like, struggles could be kind of, like, did overlap greatly with, like, I would say, black people's struggles. And Audra kind of, that was actually very nicely done. Okay. Yeah. So, I don't know, but somehow with Proof, they really translate for me. Seeing the characters that I'm looking at and hearing the words that they're saying. For me, I don't know how you felt.
Yeah, no, it's very obvious.
But I was very kind of like, no, and obviously the themes in Proof aren't exactly just like white people specific. Obviously, mental illness is something that affects everybody of all walks of life, of all shades and creeds and colors and places and ages and stuff like that. But it was just, I just couldn't. I think that was the disconnect for me.
I think what really, really kind of cements it for me is, and I hope this isn't a spoiler, but when Claire, that's the sister, right? Claire?
Yeah.
It's just so eager to give away her father's intellectual property.
Right.
No.
Like, if Henrietta Lacks taught us anything, and mind you, it's not even her intellectual property; it's
her body.
Yeah,
yeah. Like, you don't just give that
was a big wake up call lesson for a lot of people. Right? Yeah. I don't know,
and I feel so that. I feel like our review is going to be a little different from other people. Well, not really a review. We're just talking about it.
Chatting.
Like, we're not telling you go see it or don't go see it because of this. We're just discussing what we saw. But I feel like because most of the people who we've seen reviewing it are not out color.
Right.
I think it completely went over their head. Like, to me, I was like, that's the story. Why does he feel so comfortable trying to take this man's work?
Right.
A black man? Like, oh, absolutely not. So that was me. But in case we glossed over what Proof was about, it is about Catherine, who is a 20-something-year-old female. And we find out that her father just passed away, and she's very depressed. And it turns out that she cared for him in his final days of having, he's mentally ill on top of being like ill in general too. And she's just kind of struggling with her own mental health as well. And she's also afraid that maybe she's becoming like her father.
Mm-hmm.
And they do share a lot of similarities. They're both very good at math.
Right.
And he's very well known in the math community for, he found a proof early on in his career. And
apparently he's been a genius in his area.
Yeah, he found
he's done a lot for the community.
Mm-hmm. And he's been trying to do something great ever since that. And he's a professor at University of Chicago.
Yeah, but then often when it comes to really smart people, they also their mental health is also, there's a very fine line, and he obviously was struggling with both.
Yeah, she's severely depressed, and her sister's coming to deal with the funeral and to check in on her. Her sister's played by Carrie Young, who plays Claire, and while she's just sort of Kathy is just sort of there but not there. Her father's student, played by Jen Ha, was her name Hal?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Hal? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, Hal is combing through the father's office, through his notebooks his mind was all over the place, so his notebooks have a lot of stuff in it, but he's trying
a lot of nerve, let me tell you.
Yeah, so he's just kind of looking for something there to kind of, I guess he wants to publish it for him in honor of him.
Posthumously.
It was just feeling a bit much for me. Yeah. I don't like his character. I feel they tried to make him
more endearing,
but I find he's a little ratty.
Yeah, I really wasn't feeling him.
Yeah, and
not the actor himself, but the character.
The character, I feel like he was taking advantage of Kathy, really, of her state of mind, and clearly wanting some sort of connection and whatnot, and also kind of, yeah. So yeah,
isn't that what Claire brings up too?
Yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is Ayo's Broadway debut, and it's not easy playing someone is she crazy? Is she not crazy? Is she just sad?
I wish that was more of a thing for me. I thought it was clear that she was, for sure that she was depressed. But for me, I was kind of hoping I would be more kind of whiplash to one side and then back to the other, as the show was going on. I felt pretty I stuck to my guns the whole time.
Yeah,
essentially. I really wanted to be is she crazy? No, she's not crazy.
But is she? Is she just in grief? Right. Yeah. I mean, because it opens up, she's talking to her father, and you don't think anything of it, and then the lighting changes, and he's like, "Because I'm dead," and you're like, "Oh, great."
Oh,
yeah, right.
Yeah,
I thought the lighting was a little weird at first. I realized now that was a directorial choice because he wasn't really there.
I thought it was nighttime.
Yeah, he comes kind of in and out. I mean, Don Cheadle's not on stage that much of the show. He's there in the beginning, there at the end. Really.
Right.
They're more so just kind of talking about him than him being there. And,
right.
Yeah, I mean, you have to feel bad, but Ayo's she has a lot to work with. She just has to.
And we saw it it during previews, so I do wonder. And then you have to think she was working with it wasn't Carrie Young originally. She was working with Samira Wiley, so then also maybe they're still working through that too. Scene partners and blah blah blah. And I just I would like to like to know if I would feel differently if I saw it again.
Mm-hmm.
That would, you know,
give her some time. To
get her jitters out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that I thought she seemed like unprepared in her role. I'm not.
It definitely seems a role you kind of have to learn to sit into.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talking, a lot of like. I feel like it's very much a physical role because we're supposed to be wondering, is she crazy?
Right.
And then you have Kara. Kara's just amazing in everything she does. Like, she's an actor's actor to me. Like, the minute she comes on, you're just like, yep. Like, her stage presence is very, like, and she can take stuff so serious and make it funny.
Right. Yes.
But in a respectful way.
Right.
Not hamming it up, but like she brings some, like, she brings a sort of, je ne sais quoi to her characters. And her Claire is interesting because, like, you just wondering, like, where was she this whole time? Her dad was literally deteriorating, and you find out that she was literally just trying to do the best that she could for herself so she could help her sister out eventually.
Right. I was like, I wouldn't even call it like abandoning really, but also like she's allowed to do things for herself and to have her own life and career and blah blah blah. And,
she paid the house off.
Yeah, that was nice.
And she also was trying to protect the sister. She wanted her sister to come back, and she's like, all right, the dad's gone now. It's sad, but also, like, come with me. We can get you help if you want help, or you could just stay. You can go back. What do you want? Like, she's there for her, and it's just kind of, Right. I kind of wish she heard those words a little earlier on. While she was hoping the dad really, and yeah. So, and then you have Hal, who's just the dad's student, and he's just in the house, going through this guy's office, going through his notebooks, and he finds a notebook that has, well, that's a spoiler, I won't tell you, but he ends up with a notebook that has, like, this amazing mathematical proof into it, and they're like, oh my God. But again, it's proof. Who wrote this proof?
Right.
Was it Catherine? She says she did, and no one really believes her because she has not been well. Right. And it's like the dad also has not been well. Right. So is it like and it just, so yeah, I mean, it's a good show. I think I read that a lot of acting classes and studied a lot because, well, yeah, there's a lot of layers that I could see playing into, like, the writing. There's a lot of layers there. But was it written for people with this? No, it was not at all. It would have been a very different story.
I feel like, for sure.
A very, very different story.
For sure.
Kind of like when you watch Purpose, written for people.
Right.
This color.
Right.
Like, there's undertones, there's things, I mean, it's specifically in the show, like, and I don't think all the times that plays have to specifically have who the person, like, race supposed to be, but there's some shows you can just absolutely tell that the writer wrote this not with someone of a different race in mind. And I think this is one of those shows that I think that was the only thing that was just kind of like,
yeah. But let me tell you, it had a set, so that was nice.
Oh yes, the set was very nice. It has a house. It's like the back of a house, like a backyard, and I don't know. The set was cool. It had like 3 layers. Into it, and you can kind of see through the 3 layers, but they don't ever really use anything but the front layer, which is the backyard. And I don't know, I liked it. And
also like the scene changing music.
And they had lights along the edges of the house for in between scenes, so you weren't just looking at like a light change. It was just like following something while like everything was static in the show, like nothing moved, like, except for the people coming in and out. Right. But I liked the set a lot. I was like, it was cute.
I did. I thought it was nice. I was like, oh my gosh, a set. We sat down. We were joking during that we were on the heavy side layer for this show because we literally were in the second to last row of the
mez.
Yeah. And what theater is this?
Well, this is the booth.
Yeah, thank you. The booth. The booth mez is tight.
It's a very small theater, so it's not really a bad seat in the house, especially the way the set is set up. You're not going to miss anything. But it's always nice to sit close up in plays because I think a lot of plays the acting is in the face.
I do think so too.
So
right, like they're not as like right, yeah, as if like a musical.
Yeah, so that was it. But I would definitely try to get a closer seat if you can, so you can see it.
I know. I feel like we're a little bit harsh on Proof, but maybe we do really need to go back.
No, we wanted to go back. One, because we went, they didn't have a window card, and they were saying for opening night, which was like Thursday, they'll probably
and we were there on like a Sunday.
Sunday, so we do have to go back. I would like to see it again. I did enjoy it. It's just it was a play in the way a play is a play. It's just drama for no reason. It's just highly drama, and it's just like yeah.
And also it starts Carry On.
Yeah. So Kara's there. We're gonna be there. So yeah, I had a good time though.
Yeah. And the night that we went, I felt everybody and their mother was there. Like Lil Lily. The cast of Joe Turner's Come and Gone was there. And then we saw some people from Cats there. And then we saw, I feel like there was a lot of movement. Yeah. There was a lot going on. And but we did stage door, we did wait, and we got, I think the only person who did not was How
Jin Han.
Yeah, Jin Han. He did not, but that's okay. So yeah. Yep.
Oh, Joe went to Columbia.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You know who didn't go to Columbia?
Us. Yeah. I had to apply again just for my own ego. But we did get a magnet, which is a very nice magnet. They had two magnets. They had the regular magnets with like the Playbill logo, and then they had.
I forgot. I was like, yeah, we didn't get a window card, and then I thought that was it for our merch.
Can you see? Yeah, it says Proof is a notebook, so it's very nice.
Well, so we got this before we sat down, and we could see that it's a notebook, and it meant nothing to us. And I was like, okay, this is an expensive magnet. It's more expensive than like normal magnets. And then it was just like we were like, okay,
right. And
then it made sense.
I do wish the Playbill, and I know why they put them on. It's like put the market in. It's what you see on the marquee and whatnot. Their faces, but I do wish it was a notebook. Bring back art.
Well, there's notebooks in the back.
No, we could do a little better than that.
You can't tell their notebook?
No, we can do a little. They're blocking it. Oh, to me.
When you look closely, you can see it's a notebook.
Think if they just put a notebook on the front, like said Proof, like this, I think it'd be a little cooler.
All right, all right.
I don't know.
Oh, my scarf is.
I don't know. It'd be a little cooler, but I feel like the Playbill art has not been that great lately, unless it's just a logo. When you put the, sometimes it kind of, I don't know.
Really, I'm just happy that they're in color.
Yeah.
Because before the pandemic, a lot of shows were not opting for color, which was rare. I felt like it was lucky when you got a Playbill that was in color. You know what I mean? So there's that.
Lord knows we have plenty of black and white waitress Playbill.
Oh my gosh. Why would they do that? Like, why would they do that? You're already printing the Playbill part in color. So just give us color. Anyway. Oh, yeah, there goes my scar. Guess it's time for me to go. Bye. Thanks for watching.